In today's hyper-connected world, sharing has become a new instinct. We post, comment, update, not just to express, but to connect, to be seen, to feel like we matter. But somewhere along the way, we've blurred the line between connection and exposure. We're not just opening a window into our lives, we're sometimes tearing down the walls entirely. The ancient Stoics warned us about this long before social media existed. What you choose to reveal, they said, doesn't just show who you are, it shows where you're most vulnerable. Epictetus once said, "Be silent for the most part, or speak only what is necessary." That wasn't a command to live in isolation, it was a warning. Some words once spoken can never be taken back. And in an age where everyone is watching, friends, strangers, predators, and algorithms alike, your words are more than just sound. They're signals, and sometimes they're invitations. In this video, we're going to explore 5 seemingly harmless secrets you should never share if you value your safety, your freedom, or even your life. Stay with me until the end. What you don't say might just save you. 1. Finances, a form of power. Best kept quiet. In today's world, success is often measured in material terms. We celebrate promotions, new homes, luxury cars, and dream vacations, and we're encouraged to showcase them online. The world cheers us on with likes, fire emojis, and heart reactions. It feels good. It feels earned. But the ancient Stoics would pause and ask you one uncomfortable question. Why are you sharing this? Is it truly for joy, or is it for validation? Stoicism never claimed that money is evil. In fact, it views wealth as something indifferent, neither good nor bad in itself. What matters is our relationship with it. The problem isn't having wealth, the danger is letting it define your worth. Marcus Aurelius said it best. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. The more you need the world to know how much you have, the less control you truly possess. When your identity is tethered to your assets, you're no longer free, you're fragile. One market crash, one stolen item, one jealous friend, and your peace disappears with your possessions. Here's the hard truth. The more you flaunt, the more you attract not only admiration but envy, calculation, and danger. Here's what a Stoic would do. Celebrate your financial milestones in private with the few who genuinely care. Resist the urge to post every win, not because you're hiding something, but because what's sacred doesn't need applause. Practice silent pride. It's stronger, deeper, and lasts longer than the fleeting dopamine of a social media like. Because real wealth isn't what you broadcast, it's what you protect. 2. Location, your most dangerous digital footprint. Imagine this. You're sipping a cappuccino in a charming cafe. You snap a photo, tag the location, and post it with the caption, "Morning vibes in Rome." Seems harmless, right? But to someone who's watching, someone you may not even know, that post isn't a memory, it's a map. It says, you're not home, you're distracted, you're vulnerable. We live in an age where surveillance is no longer the job of the government. It's what we do to ourselves. We share where we are, when we'll be back, and sometimes without realizing when no one is watching our homes, our children, or even our own backs. And the truth is chilling. Over 70% of burglars admit they use social media to pick targets. But this isn't just about theft. Sometimes it's worse. It could be an obsessive ex, a stranger who studied your routines, a seemingly harmless follower who knows your jogging route or when you walk your dog alone. What would the Stoics say? They would remind you that true freedom lies in being unseen, unpredictable, and unshaken. Epictetus wrote, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. And your location, once shared, is something you can no longer control. Here's how to protect yourself. Delay your posts. Share the memory after you've left the location. Avoid tagging places in real time. Keep your routines private. Don't narrate your life for people who haven't earned the right to witness it. You don't owe the world a GPS signal. Every time you choose privacy over performance, you reclaim your power, because where you are should never be anyone's business, especially if they don't have your trust. 3. Security systems. don't reveal your defense strategy. We've all seen it. A proud homeowner posts a selfie beside their brand new security system with a caption like, "Finally upgraded. Motion sensors, cameras, smart locks, feeling safe." But here's the twist. What you meant to be a statement of safety might have just become an invitation. In war, no general reveals their defense plan to the enemy. Yet online, many of us do it every day. By showcasing the brand, placement, or setup of your home security, you're not sending a warning, you're handing over a blueprint. And it gets worse. Some people even joke about not having protection. "I never lock my door," or "We've got nothing worth stealing." Harmless banter, perhaps. But to a calculating opportunist, it's a neon sign that says, "Easy target." Remember Greg, a tech-savvy guy who installed a top-tier biometric safe for family heirlooms? He casually mentioned it in an online group, brand, location, even the placement behind his suits. Weeks later, during a vacation, his home was broken into. Only the safe was taken. No forced entry, no signs of a struggle, just someone who listened and acted. So, what would the Stoics advise? Seneca would remind us that silence is a form of wisdom. Your defenses are strongest not when they're seen, but when they're invisible. Strength is never loud. True power doesn't perform. What should you do instead? Never share specifics about your home security, online or offline. If asked, keep it vague. "I'm well protected, thanks." Avoid virtual home tours that reveal floor plans or valuable placements. Remember, mystery is often more intimidating than full disclosure. Let your protection speak through confidence, not through commentary, because when others don't know how you're guarded, they're far less likely to test you. 4. Personal vulnerabilities. Don't hand people the blueprint to hurt you. Some dangers don't come crashing through your window. They walk through the front door, invited by your own words. We all crave connection. We share our struggles, our fears, our past traumas, hoping someone will say, "I understand." But sometimes the person listening isn't trying to understand. They're trying to exploit. You talk about your anxiety. They use it to pressure you. You reveal you live alone. They use it to intimidate you. You mention your child's school schedule. They use it to get close. This isn't paranoia, it's pattern recognition. The Stoics understood this long ago. They believed in courage, but not in carelessness. Epictetus warned, "Only speak of your pains to those who can heal them, not to those who may weaponize them." There's a difference between vulnerability and exposure. Vulnerability is brave when shared with the right person. Exposure is dangerous when offered to the wrong crowd. Take Jordan, for example. He was recovering from chemotherapy and shared his experience online, hoping to inspire others. But someone used that information to break into his home while he slept, knowing he was too weak to fight back. It wasn't just theft, it was targeted cruelty. What should you do? Be discerning. Ask yourself, does this person truly care, or are they just curious? Keep your most sensitive struggles for private conversations with people you trust deeply or licensed professionals. Share in general terms when in public spaces. You don't owe the internet your pain. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Never give away your peace of mind. Guard it as you would guard your life." And he was right. The things that hurt you most shouldn't be the things that define your social media identity, because what you reveal today could be the weapon someone uses tomorrow. 5. Identity clues. The puzzle. You should never help strangers. Solve it starts innocently enough. A nostalgic post about your childhood dog. A fun quiz on Instagram. What's your first car? A family throwback captioned, "Mom's maiden name was always my favorite." Seems harmless, even sweet. But to someone with bad intentions, these aren't memories, they're puzzle pieces. And when enough pieces come together, they form a detailed portrait of you. In today's world, identity theft isn't about someone digging through your trash. It's about someone scrolling through your profile. The clues are scattered across years of posts, comments, tags, and online forms. And worse yet, you gave them away, voluntarily. Let's be clear, you don't have to post your social security number to be hacked. You just need to post your pet's name, your hometown, your graduation year, and your favorite band, because those are the exact questions many banks and platforms use for password recovery. Take Melissa, a teacher who loved online quizzes. In a few short posts, she unknowingly answered nearly every security question tied to her accounts. It took hackers days, not months, to lock her out of her email, bank, and life. So what would a Stoic do? Marcus Aurelius taught, "What you do not wish to lose, do not place in the hands of fortune." In modern terms, that means, if something is essential to your safety, don't treat it casually. Action steps. Use fake or unique answers for security questions, answers only you would know. Audit your online presence. Delete old posts that reveal too much. Never post about the apps or services you use for banking, shopping, or password storage. The strongest passwords don't protect you, your discretion does. And in a world where data is currency, the less you share, the richer you truly are. Because once your identity is stolen, your peace, your privacy, and even your future can go with it. Conclusion: silence is your armor. We live in an age that worships information. Every platform demands a piece of you, where you are, what you think, how you feel. But the Stoics longed for something far more precious: inner peace. Between the hunger for attention and the strength of discretion lies a choice. Will you live to be seen or live to be free? Choose freedom. You don't need to live in fear. You just need to live with awareness. You don't have to silence yourself. You just have to know when to speak and when to keep something for yourself. Be silent for the most part, Epictetus said, not out of fear but out of wisdom. Silence is not weakness, it's mastery, and secrecy is not shame, it's self-respect. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video to show support. Subscribe to stay grounded in wisdom, and leave a comment, not for me, but for someone else who might need your story to open their eyes. Because sometimes the greatest protection isn't a wall, it's knowing when to speak and when to be still.